Hello everyone! Today we are going to plan our story. Last time we looked at this book, The Wizard Next Door, and we explored the themes and underlying messages in the story.
Yes, I would like to mention some of my thoughts on the theme of this story. As you know, a theme is an underlying message, a big idea. The message could tell about human nature or life in general. Now, oftentimes, many stories have more than one theme, and I didn't agree with the theme that you pointed out.
Oh, you didn't think that magic and imagination were important to the author based off what we read in the story?
No. There are several ways a reader can piece together the story's theme. Now, if you were to look in the book, just open the book to any page, you would discover that the theme could be plainly just about magic. For example, I see flying monkeys carrying students off in this page. Therefore, magic is the theme of this book.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear your opinion, Sir Cares-a-Lot.
Yes, and I will be available to offer my opinion throughout this process.
Well, thank you. Now, we have a printout about themes, and you can answer what you think the theme of that story is. What was your interpretation? Afterwards, start brainstorming themes for your story that you're going to tell. On the bottom, it has a few different ideas for themes. Now, I have this special book that talks about imagination and storytelling. So, it's really important to use your imagination in your drawings. You can make up scenes, create fantasy figures, tell stories in pictures or comic strips, illustrate poems or pieces of music. Now, a storyboard is a panel that shows a sequence of drawings of key moments in a story. This is used for films. They show the director, cameraman, and lighting engineer and how the scene should look on screen. Each picture shows the right viewpoint, lighting, and positions for the actors. We can use this storyboard as inspiration for illustrating our story. So, I have a storyboard beginning here that has the title, written and illustrated by, the theme of my story is, and that's important to me because, and of course you can brainstorm on this sheet and start planning your story. I'm going to plan a story for my chore book, this accordion book I created. And I think I'm going to have it linked to the second side too. I think that they're going to relate. So I'm going to get started with probably an introduction and just create each scene from there. And that's going to be the page, each page for my book.
Well, I look forward to seeing what you come up with, and I will be creating my own as well.
Awesome. So here's what I came up with. The theme of my story is when you work hard and give your best, you experience achievement. I've learned that doing my best is important for my growth. So here in the introduction, I have Cosme and Anjanette that are asking each other, what should we do to get today? Grandma says, chores first. You need to finish your chores. They cry and complain. Grandma says, I work hard to feed you. You can work hard to take care too. They knew she was right and got ready to work outside. The yard was full of weeds. They worked all day and filled both buckets with weeds. Grandma was delighted. She served their favorite dish. Now, some of the ideas for my theme were the more you put into something, the more you get out of it. And now I'm going to start putting these pictures on each page of my story. Big, huge. Now, that's not the end. I'm going to add a second half to the story on this playbook, and they're both going to relate. So I hope this has inspired you. I can create and plan my story.